I'm over here in one of the lots right next to the intramural fields. It is still the parking hours where they will tow, so I have to be very careful with this. I'm technically in a B zone, so there's A, B, C, many other zones. Usually the higher up the letter is, the more prominent the person typically, that meaning like this is probably some support staff member for maybe the women's gymnastic team or the softball team or something like that. So I need to hurry up and go over here. I'm gonna give you guys a look at the outside of the Football Performance Center, which is really starting to take shape on the outside. The wall over here that's covered up by trees that I'm looking at is basically got the brickwork completely done. This part right here where they're starting to put up some different walls and stuff is a lot different from about a month ago when I was here. So let's go take a look real quick. All right, so you can kind of see the outer walls here. This is gonna be the front of the building. Working on, I don't know if the brickwork's gonna be the same on that side as the other side. This is the first time I've actually been out here when they're actually out working. Usually they come after hours, but had some time today, so you can kind of see the cranes in action and everything. Not a lot of discernible details. You can kind of see in through the glass a little bit. Working on some walkways and stuff up there. But slowly but surely coming along. Walk down here to the end and then we'll call that a construction report done. All right, we're finally out here at the Auburn Tennis Center. You can kind of see it behind me. Very windy and very chilly. Let's go watch some tennis. So that was a little insight into the tennis match and what it's like out there. Weather wasn't that great, but it was fun watching those tennis matches. Hope you can go out there sometime and check them out. One of the things that I'll also stress about going out to a tennis match out there is you gotta remember there's two events. There's doubles and then there's singles as well that happen throughout the entire tennis match. So they do the doubles point and then the singles points. Can get a little confusing if you're not a tennis person. I'm not necessarily a tennis person. It's a lot of fun to go out there and watch them, though. A lot of energy. There's a lot going on. It's not one of those things where you're just watching one match at one time go on and waiting for the next one to start. There's at one point 6 singles matches going on all at once. So there's never a dull moment out there. So come out here to Yarborough and check it out if you haven't. I recommend it, especially if you're here on a weekend like A-Day, where there's a lot going on and some downtime in between the big events like the football game and things like that. It's almost time for baseball. We're heading up here to the top deck, where a lot of people watch. Upper deck of Plainsman Park parking lot, if you want to call it that. You can kind of see it here. It's a decent crowd out there right now. My seats are actually down in there though. I'm excited for tonight's matchup with Vanderbilt. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be very chilly though. Let's walk over there and see some of it though.
Be sure to download the official Auburn Game Day app. Go to the App Store and Google Play. The Auburn Game Day app includes free live audio, real-time visual.
Let me just tell y'all this. That was one of the coldest baseball games I've ever been to. Auburn, professional, whatever. One of the coldest I've ever been to. It was a lot of fun though. Coach Thompson's 200th win. I had no clue they hit that mark here at Auburn. That's really awesome to be at, even in the cold. Hope y'all enjoyed the first day of A-Day weekend. See you in the morning. Good morning. We're on the road again, heading to Auburn, Alabama. Had to stop over somewhere to stay for the night. So now I'll be back there in about an hour or so drive. Well, 45 minutes roughly, because there's probably not gonna be any traffic. It's not like it's game day or anything. Just arrived in Auburn. It's very cloudy now. Sad, because that means it's gonna be a little bit colder. Hopefully that'll all blow away and we'll get some sunlight so we can have some warmth out there today. They have already started closing down the roads, Donahue, any back access or Biggio to the parking lot areas. So they're actually gonna lock down a lot more like it's a game day than I thought they would. I thought this would be a little bit more low key of an A-Day, but it doesn't appear to be so right now. So right now I'm just wrapping around the rec center, the newer dorms, I forget what they're called, the residence halls, and then gonna go grab some breakfast real quick, and then I'm gonna figure out where I'm parking today, because normally I've already parked, ready to roll. A-Day's a different day. Now I'm really glad that I decided to wear pants and a jacket, because it is still whipping around in the wind and it's still cold. Hopefully this Chick-fil-A will warm me up. Now time to go find a parking space. Okay, just got my bearings. Got on campus here and parked. But it took me a minute because about the time I parked, and you can probably hear it now, the wind just started blowing, and I checked the forecast. The wind is now expected to not only stay the same but get worse throughout the day. And with very little sun right now, which it looks to be kind of off and on partly cloudy, it could be pretty chilly here. And I think it's definitely kind of keeping the excitement level down on campus, unfortunately. I mean, I'm just walking across this green space in front of the library. You can see there's like nobody here. Not that there's anybody gonna be really tailgating here for A-Day, but I expect to see maybe somebody. It's weather's not ideal for a spring game, but we'll make the most of it, I guess. One good thing so far is that there are a lot of families. I know it doesn't look like it, but there's a lot of families out today hanging out, taking pictures, not just like young families, but families who are older too. It's just really cool to see everybody out here enjoying the day despite the weather. Welcome to Toomer's Corner. Somebody in a fancy car just went by. I have no clue who it is. I'm guessing president, athletic director, somebody. You can see outside the stadium right now. I believe those flashing lights cars were just more police officers being brought. I can see them all lined up here, staging themselves for security for the game. So, false alarm. Nothing really special going on there, just the typical stuff. Thought it might be something kind of unique going on, but wasn't the president, wasn't some celebrity or anything like that. Just, no offense, but just the security. The sun is starting to come back out, and I realized I hadn't actually bought a ticket yet, because you assume you can do it online. I actually got a paper ticket. Actually a good memento for this. It's nice to actually have something to hold in your hands. I forgot there was an A-Day Fan Fest out here. Don't know why I forgot about that. Let's go see what's happening over here. It's probably just starting because the sun's now just coming out and it's actually starting to be okay to be outside again. So as you can see, the Fan Fest is kind of similar to what they did in the fall for that open practice day. Kind of like, I guess, a mini A-Day in the fall. Very similar vibe. I wonder if that's a Harsin thing or if it's a university thing, just kind of doing things these way. It's like the same floats and all that kind of stuff in there, but glad they're doing it. Right now I'm gonna go just stop in Haley Fair in the bookstore, just check it out for a minute. See if they've got any game day buttons. I doubt it, they haven't advertised them, but we'll just pop our heads in and see. Pretty cool find I had at the university bookstore. They got a lot of clearance stuff going on right there right now. Got a cool book, one for myself, and then one for potentially a lucky winner of a prize giveaway we're gonna be doing on this channel. I know I keep teasing that. It's gonna happen, I promise. I'm gonna just get a good package together for you guys. So stay tuned for that. It was a pretty cool find there at the university bookstore. Time's finally arrived. outside. We're heading to Tiger Walk down here to go obviously watch the guys come in to go to A-Day, but hopefully we'll meet with some of our fellow Auburn fans, but E2C Network Booster Club members, people who watch the channel. Hoping to see some of y'all there. I know the weather may scare you away because it keeps fooling us. It's sunny, then it's not. It's windy, then it's not. I can't figure it out. You're gonna hear me talking a lot about the weather today if you haven't figured that out. See, normally over here, all this is just filled up with people. Just tons of people tailgating. It's weird to have a football game this and not be filled up right now.
Zach's injury is from him lowering his shoulder and smoking.
I'm making a change today. The nigga be taking it. Saturdays in the fall. Start now. Check the lane like a game.
Bring it. I told her she had one job.
He did not tell me to bring that hat.
So a very windy, a very sunny, but a very fun A-Day out there at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was a great day. Got to meet some Booster Club members, got to see some of our E2C Network contributors. Just a great day being out there with the Auburn family. Had a lot of fun out there. Even though, you know, there's not a lot of players in the A-Day game that we might be seeing in first teams come fall because of injuries and stuff. It was good to see a lot of the players that you don't typically get to see a lot of time with, some new faces getting some extra reps and opportunities. It was a lot of fun. As always, I believe A-Day is the best experience to get the whole of the Auburn experience. Baseball this weekend, just seeing people, football, even got some tennis in. It's been a lot of fun being on campus. Weather could have been a little bit better, as I've said 1,000 times, but you can't complain when you're on the plains.